In today's episode, I'm talking to you all about the 3 levels of business: sole trader, business owner, entrepreneur. Or if you're in the financial services sector, we're talking advisor, AR or DA, and then someone with multiple businesses. So as I approach my 42nd year on this earth, when I reached 39, all of a sudden something in my brain began to change. I was approaching my 40th year. And I was really beginning to reflect on the past 40 years, what had happened, where I'd been, what I'd done, particularly my business journey. It's been a real challenge over the last 3 years, working out what I want from my next 40 years. I've had multiple coaches. I've worked with multiple people to try and identify why I do what I do, what's important from a passion and purpose point of view, rather than just building a business. Because if I'm honest, building a business is relatively easy. Even though I've gone through the most emotionally challenging 18 months of my life, the most mentally draining 18 months, through personal reasons, losing my mum, my baby turning up early, difficulties in family life, in the new dynamics that we now have, my businesses have been able to grow year on year, 50%, with really me not doing very much over the last 18 months to implement and to kickstart that growth. What I've realized in this is the strategy that I have used, so you can use it too. So let's just address these 3 levels first of all, because I want to focus mostly on the business owner. So the first level is the advisor, the sole trader, the person who's just gone self-employed. You're starting out, you're at the beginning of the journey. The only thing that matters is generating leads, getting appointments in your diary, and creating money and sales. Now, when I started back at that in 2016, I sacrificed almost a year working 6-day weeks, 12-hour days to make sure that I was able to achieve the lifestyle that I wanted to live for my family. And I spoke to you about that, and this is led off of the back of a previous podcast episode. If you're at the beginning of your journey, the only thing that you should be doing is networking, social media, content marketing, meeting people with a view to build relationships to create leads and sales for your business. That's the only thing that matters until you realistically hit the £100,000 a year mark, or the £833,033 per month mark. Third level is the entrepreneur level. That's when you've gone through the business owner phase. You've now perhaps got multiple businesses, multiple teams. You're almost at the 7-figure realm, moving maybe into the 8-figure, and you're starting to spin lots of plates. But you haven't got to that stage without mastering level 2, which is the business owner phase. And this is where I see so many people transitioning from level 1 to level 2, where it all goes really wrong. And I know this because it went so wrong for me. In 2015, I built my insurance brokerage up to almost 7 figures, had a team of 15. I thought that hard work was the thing that made me successful. I thought I needed to be first in and last out. And I created a business and a monster, which you have heard me talk about many times, that kept me mentally and emotionally trapped in my office. I was spending £20,000 on low quality leads, and I thought that success was more doing. And it's only in the last few years that I've begun to realize what it really truly means to be a business owner. As a business owner, the goal is technically to do less. Now, that's less in terms of in the business work. In a mortgage sense, it's going to be answering the phones, taking appointments. It's going to be processing administration, dealing with the finances, reconciling commissions, keying agreement in principles, chucking in applications, processing life insurance. As a business owner, you need to realize the biggest mental switch is your job is working on the business. You're becoming coach, manager, leader, the person who directs the workflow rather than actually doing the work. Your goal is to make sure that everybody else, your head of admin, your lead sales or advisor, your administrator, your finance person, is the one who is exceptionally good at their job. And your job is to coach, support, and mentor that individual and make sure that you are continually repeating the vision, mission, and values of where the business is going, what we're looking to achieve. You know, you're repeating yourself over and over again. But in working on the business, you have to have a strategic mindset. You have to know what is going to happen in the business in the next 3, 6, 9 months, where those people that you're supporting, managing, and leading are in the business Your overview is to think strategically about the direction of the business, to spot the problems before they happen. When one of those individuals is struggling, that's when you are needed most. Unfortunately, the job of a business owner is to deal with the hard things, to have the hard conversations. Your job is the hardest job. But often what happens, and I did this too, was you reflect back to what you know and what you're comfortable doing, which is doing what you've always done. But the saying, if you continue to do what you've always done, you're going to continue to get what you've always got. So if your business is not progressing, if you're not creating more time, if your business isn't giving you the lifestyle that you want, that's why you're not getting the results and the success that you want in your lifestyle. Because you need to change your mindset and you need to think about your business more strategically and have a plan and action for growth. And that growth should only be in the destination of achieving your dream lifestyle, which is what I'm going to walk you through now. So in working strategically, when I work with a coaching program, this has been developed from over £300,000 worth of investment into business, marketing, and personal development that I have invested in myself since 2016. This has been tested with multiple higher level mastermind clients over the last 4 years. It initiated in 2019, and each year as the business has grown and pivoted, we've made it better. My training business is now called Active Success. We have 2 programs that we help people to get more results. We have the Pro Academy, which is where everything started. I classify that as the online gym. That's where you can get all your training and development around generating leads and increasing sales. It's the principles and the practices that are in my book, The Lead Generation Guide. Everything that's in that book, you can put into action by going through the Pro Academy. And it's perfect if you're an advisor and you're at level 1. But if you're a business owner and you're an appointed representative, particularly if you're a directly authorized firm, then where we focus in Leads to Lifestyle is helping you to think strategically. And I've laid out the roadmap to have that strategic plan to build the business that achieves your definition of success. Because fundamentally, as you'll realize in the book, the lifestyle that you want to live is dictated by the number of booked calls that you can get into your diary or your team's diary every single week. And that is where we start and how we focus. So in achieving your dream lifestyle as a business owner, there are 4 key phases. The first phase is design. The second phase is foundations. The third phase is grow. And the fourth is improve. Each one of those phases breaks down into 3 key areas, and that works in over a 3-month period. 1 month focusing on each of those individual areas. Now, just because you're focusing on one area for that month does not mean that you stop focusing on the other 11 for the remainder of the year. But by putting your attention in one place in a strategic fashion, it means that your business gets results year on year. This is why my clients earn more, work less, and live the lifestyle that they love, because they work strategically in growing their business. The first phase, design, we focus on a lack of strategy. We need to get you clear first, so therefore we can build the business that we want. Think about building a house. You have to have an architectural design for what that house wants to look like before anybody else can begin laying foundations and doing the build. So our design phase is about the design of your business, about overcoming the lack of strategy, so every action we take drives you in the direction that you want. So month 1, we start with what's your personal, lifestyle, family, dream day goals? Because we can't build a business to support the lifestyle if you first don't understand what you want. And in order to support that lifestyle, what's the money that you need to earn? So we go all in on working out what do you want from a health, a wealth, and a lifestyle point of view. Once we know that, we can then begin to work on the financial plan in month number 2 to achieve your dream lifestyle. So we build out cash flow forecasts. We get to clearly know the numbers of our business, everything inside, from our average customer value to our average lifetime customer value to our lead acquisition prices, so that therefore the numbers that we want in our business achieve our lifestyle. Of quarter 1 of the design phase, the third part is business model. We need to understand the business model, earning more and working less, the simplest way in which we can achieve our financials, which then achieves our personal life goals. And once we've gone through that design phase over the first 3 months, we're able to then deploy a huge amount of action to get results. The reason why we do the design phase between October and December is because that's when the nights are beginning to draw in. You know, it's the point where SAD, seasonal affective disorder, is beginning to kick in. Your energy is lower, your mood is less. We're moving into Christmas, and it's the best time to work strategically on what you want from the next 12 months. So that by the time you get to January, everything is designed in terms of your strategy for the year. So that when we get to January, you've got renewed energy and you're beginning to go for the next 12 months, you're able to hit the ground running. Now, what we address in the foundation phase is a lack of capacity. Now, having designed your foundations, knowing the business model, knowing the numbers, and knowing the lifestyle that you want to live, we need to now build the foundations to achieve that. So in the first month, in January, we need to work out the team. If you don't know the team that you need to have in the next 6, 12, 24, 36 months to achieve your design, then how can you begin to take action in the right places? So we look at the team that you have now versus the team that you want to have. We look at the performance of that team. We get your mind into the business owner state to think about how you can manage and lead and grow a team to achieve the design that you have laid out. Once we know the team that we want, it's then about getting them aligned to the second step, the second month, which would be February. That looks at your value proposition and your purpose beyond making money. You know, I referenced right at the very beginning of this, I lacked purpose. I lacked a reason why I wanted to do things. Now I'm so clear on my why and what that is, everything in business becomes easier. Because when times get hard, it's your why that pulls you back into what you're doing and why you're doing it. So we get you aligned with your branding, marketing, and messaging, ready for when we go into March. Now we clearly understand the team that we need, the branding and marketing that we're going to have. Now we need to work out our process, because before we can increase your lead generation and your sales, you need to understand how we wow our customers and deliver delight. We need to focus on the delivery. So in March, it's all about customer service. It's about excellence. It's about creating those wow moments to deliver what is the highest level standard that you can to your customers. So you get the referrals, you get the recommendations, and it enables you to grow. Now you have strong foundations and you completely understand your capacity. We can move into the build phase. And this is where you address the lack of leads and the lack of sales for your business. We know what the design looks like. We've built the idea of the business model to achieve the financials and your personal lifestyle. You've laid solid foundations from a team perspective, from your branding and your marketing to differentiate yourself from everybody else in the market. You've refined and improved your process to make sure that the increase in leads that you're going to get, it's consistently delivered to your ideal client. So April is all about your marketing and your media. We're going into social media. We're going into the free and organic social media methods. We're going into how we can get those ideal clients into your diary as quickly as we possibly can, but not any old clients. It's about attracting those ones that pay your worth, that you really love to deal with. Imagine that client that you want to work with 365 days a year. We want those in your diary every single week. So we go into how we attract those with the marketing and the media. So in May, we're going into the sales month. This is where you need to constantly keep sharpening your axe. You know, we've got to look at where you're maximizing your opportunities, where you or your team are dropping the ball, so that you can make the biggest shift in that month alone to the numbers that you put on the board. It's where you've dropped the ball over the last 11 months and where you can make the biggest difference in the next 11. Sales month is an amazing, awesome month that gets a huge amount of return. July, our final stage of the build section, is all about acquiring customers in an automated way. So we focus on client acquisition and lead generation specifically. This is where we go into what funnels you need, what paid ad strategies you're going to do, over and above all the free and organic methods that we did at the beginning of the build phase. What can we do to elevate this and speed it up much, much quicker? Because the last thing we wanted to do as well is to do this before we did the sales side. Because if we're going to bring automated lead generation in, we need to make sure that you can convert it. so that when you put money in, you get the maximum amount of return on that investment. So June is all about how we attract, convert, and retain our ideal clients to give us that huge amount of growth to achieve your lifestyle that you want. The final section, the last quarter, is all about our improve. And this is where we address the lack of time that you have no doubt got. You know, you've been working hard, particularly in the build phase. You've been sprinting. When we're looking at April till June, the days are longer. You know, you're getting up earlier. It's brighter in the morning. It's brighter in the evening. So you've got more energy. So we're sprinting in the April till June before the kids break up for half term, you know, before we need to start thinking about all the different people who are going to be on holiday. You want to sprint in the months where everybody is the happiest, and you want to get your most amount of results in that April till June time because of the increased hours that we have available. So we kick off Improve with July, which is all about leveraging your day and your business. You know, where are you not aligned to your business? What tasks, activities, and what does your day-to-day look like that isn't part of your lifestyle goals? What are you doing that needs to be delegated? Where is your mindset needing to be realigned to that business owner mindset? What have you been doing over the last 11 months that actually isn't your superpower, that you don't really enjoy, and you've got someone else in your team dynamic who's better at doing it? Once you've clearly identified that, that gives us an opportunity to improve that particular area of your life and also your business, which again has huge incremental benefits. As we move into August, we start looking at data, systems, so that we can begin to overcome that lack of time by automating as much as possible. We go into the KPIs, we get heavy on the detail. And I know this is a really challenging month for business owners, much like November when we get into the financials. But we help you every single step of the way to put this into practice. Because when you review, again, where the ball has been dropped, where you can make the maximum amount of results for the least amount of effort, where processes are taking longer and what we can do in order to be able to systemize those. AI, for example, is a huge topic at the moment. We're using that immensely to simplify the systems. We're going to be teaching that to our clients in August. You know, that is how you're able to get significant scale by doing less, which is ultimately the goal. That's why you became a business owner. And our final part of the improve phase, where we begin to close down that year of energy and effort, is September, where we look at our strategic alliances, but we review the entire 12 months. Now, our strategic alliances over the course of the next 12 months, having utilized the branding and marketing and messaging that you have been, having putting content out there, building automated lead generation funnels, identifying your niche, there are now going to be people who know you that didn't know you before. So where can you build through strategic alliance, through partnership, through new introducers? Who has access to your clients that you want to align to? Who can you bring into your business that can help you develop and improve your business from a partnership perspective? And we also review the entire year to see what's worked, what hasn't, and what we need to deploy going forward for the next 12 months. Once we know what we've enjoyed about the last 12 months, we can then start the cycle all over again in the October by laying strong foundations for the next 12 months. And the cycle begins. In October, we look at where do you want your lifestyle to be? Is it still aligned to where you are? What that looks like for the next 12 months so that you can continue on smashing your business goals and achieving your definition of success. So this strategic approach to 12 months is why clients stay with me at this level of business owner for the long term. When you look at any other industry, there is a routine, habits, and consistency to what is done each and every single year. As an example, look at the football season or any sports season. It runs in the same months every single year. The manager's goal is to oversee the team who are experts in their individual positions on that pitch. They align to a strategic goal for the year, whether it's win the league, whether it's win the cup, whether it's win the World Cup. The manager has a strategic overflow, identifying what problems and challenges are going to be coming based on the energy and effort coming in for the players. Even going as far as farming. I've recently watched Clarkson's Farm on Amazon. You know, if you plant the crop at the wrong time of year, you're not able to sow the seed. Farming works based on a strategic plan for the year, based on the seasons. And you're not approaching your business in the same light, which is why every single year you're not moving in the direction that you want, which is more time, more freedom, more autonomy, and more money in your pocket as well. So my goal on Leads to Lifestyle is to transform your business, but also transform your life, to see that you get the results that my clients do, which is incremental growth of 50% year on year. So whether you choose to go and do this on your own, or whether you would like help putting this into practice, listen back, go through it, write down what we're doing in each and every single one of those months, and follow it. Try it over the course of the next 12 months, from October through till September. And don't give up and do something different the next year, because that's why you won't get the results that you want. So you're aware within Leads to Lifestyle, yes, our clients, our students, our mentees get access to me. We actually have a guest expert mentor in each of those 12 areas. I bring in people that help me so that they can help my clients too. So you get 13 mentors over the course of 12 months. We get together in person. We get together on Zoom. They take consistent, massive action throughout the whole course of the year. There's accountability to get things done. You know, last night, I had to say to my boy 3 times, brush your teeth, brush your teeth, brush your teeth. I even went and got his toothbrush and put the toothpaste on it and gave it to him. That is the importance of accountability. Everybody who is successful has a coach, whether it's a professional athlete, whether it's Warren Buffett, there is always a coach and a mentor that is helping you to succeed. Then you're in the right community around other people at the same level and on the same journey as you, which is your definition of success. So if you're somebody who wants to take your business to the next level over the next 12 months, if you're somebody that is looking for growth, wants to generate more leads, increase your sales, and 100% maximize your profit, then as a business owner, as an appointed representative, as a directly authorized firm, Leads to Lifestyle is exactly where you need to be. And you can reach out to me on any social media channel. Just put LTL in the comments, or, hey, Gary, I listened to episode, I think it's 255 of the podcast where you talked about the 3 levels of business and how to achieve success. I'd love to find out more. We can book a call, we can have a conversation, and I can show you exactly how we can easily double your business by following a proven methodology that's worked for me year on year for the last 3 or 4 years and is continuing to work for my clients in Leads to Lifestyle, which is why they keep renewing year after year, because of the support, the accountability, the guidance, and the fact that we have 12 other mentors to hold you to account. The power of a team is what gets you more success and more results. Thanks very much indeed for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave me a comment below if you would like to learn more, or reach out to me on a social media channel, and I would love to take you through the next steps. Remember, now's the time to become pro.